For the past 8 years, Ramin Qasempour has a store in Tehran that specializes in the production and sale of clothes. In recent years, he's had to lay off several workers and cut production due to an ongoing economic crisis, as high inflation, currency fluctuations, and price hikes have led to a lower customer demand. The government's higher tax rates are aimed at achieving fiscal stability, but question marks remain over the way the new measures are being implemented. Ramin says his bigger tax bills hasn't been fairly calculated.
Tax levied on our income has increased compared to last year. The market isn't that strong, and it's difficult for us to pay high taxes. Our costs are up. There's an economic downturn. But officials in the tax department base their calculations on our turnover, not our net income.
The government raised tax revenue by 50% last year and plans a further 50% raise in 2024. Still, the share of tax revenue in the budget is about half the global average. Traditionally, Iran has heavily relied on oil as its primary source of revenue. However, U.S. sanctions and dwindling oil exports have underscored the need to diversify revenue sources. By raising taxes on businesses and individuals, the government aims to lessen its dependence on oil and create a more balanced and sustainable financial system.
Taxation can account for up to 80% of government revenue once a country achieves real economic transparency. We are stepping in that direction. Perhaps certain people or businesses aren't ready to pay taxes and feel economic pressure. It's mainly a cultural issue because they have never paid taxes before.
Critics argue that tax hikes may discourage entrepreneurship and hinder economic recovery. They believe that improving tax compliance could be more effective in achieving the desired outcomes.
Taxation should be within a mechanism in which small businesses are not hurt, because small businesses have a limited income and cannot pay hefty taxes. If the tax is not reasonable and calculated based on a faulty mechanism, it will hurt small businesses. The taxation system should be designed to catch the wealthy, not the ordinary people.
The government is trying to move toward economic transparency by cracking down on tax evasion. Earlier this month, the CEO and senior board members of a major bank were handed travel bans after authorities said they had failed to provide information about some transactions.
Tax hikes are viewed as a necessary step towards ensuring a more sustainable economic future. But as the country navigates economic challenges, it is crucial for policymakers to strike a balance between revenue generation and well-being of citizens. Reza Hatami, TRT World, Tehran.